That's pretty crazy stuff going on here. I'm trying to get used to my live stream. Hope you're having a great day. I thought I had everything perfect, absolutely flawless, absolutely perfect, but I didn't. So, this is my live stream. This is Jesus Manuel Mena Garza. I hope you're having a fantastic day. In this live stream, I'll be talking about quite a bit of stuff. Hopefully, the audio is synced. It seems a little funny. Does it look funny to you? It seems a little out of sync. But then again, I'll keep this short. So, hope you're doing great wherever you're at. Right now, we're in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic here in Texas, all over the world, especially in Texas. It's pretty crazy. You look across the street and people are just walking around like it's another day at the park, and they're just walking around with no masks, no eye protection, not covering their eyes, nose, or face, but that's how it goes. So today we're going to talk about live streaming during the pandemic. It's pretty simple, except for when I do it, it's very complex and messed up. I apologize again. I am so frustrated. I think I'm doing it right, then something goes wrong. It's always something or another. What can I say? I apologize. Again, this is Jesus Manuel Mena Garza. Don't forget you can always say something, leave a little message, a chat, whatever. My typical live streams last about a half hour. And that works out pretty good for me. It's a little break from my monotony at home, and I talk about stuff that's of interest to me and hopefully of interest to you. I move my mic a little closer so I can sit back a little bit. Let me get a little drink from my beverage. So how's everything going where you're at? I hope it's going well. A little diet cola, some generic diet cola, just to keep my, don't be so thirsty. I get thirsty quite a bit, especially in this hot weather. Today it's been about 100 degrees here in Texas. They say it was 104 with humidity. My wife took off her eye patch yesterday. She had an operation last week for her eye, and so today she was also the first day she can lift up her head a little bit once in a while. But she's still supposed to keep it down till Thursday when she goes back to the doctor, and the doctor will tell her, yeah, your eyes are doing okay. Strange, macular hole that she has in her eyeball. Right now, last week, all her eye was fuzzy. But now, the top eighth, she can see pretty sharp. But everything else below that is fuzzy. Strange. Hopefully, it gets better. I hope so. Because she hasn't been able to drive her car for about a month now. And she has to commute to work as a professor. And she has to, come back and forth. I may have to be her chauffeur so she can go back and forth to work. And she drives about 200 miles to her job and stays there for the week usually, and then comes back during the weekend. So I hate to leave my house alone, and go to her other house. Her other house doesn't even have a TV. What a waste. Okay, I'll miss all the football season. I'm very selfish. I should be nice to my wife. I should say, hey, whatever you need, I'll do it just to be nice. Okay, I'll have to struggle to be nice. I'll be nice. So I'm talking about live streaming on the internet for all you folks out there. You can do it with a phone. I did it recently with my Samsung, it's a $100 Chromebook. And it looked like crap. It was very staccato. Sound wasn't very good, but I could do it. And very low resolution. I think it was 720p. And very fuzzy, not very distinct contrast. Like you see in my photograph here, the video at least, you can see it's decent quality. And the audio, who knows, hopefully it's coming across okay. So that's where I'm at. You can do it with a phone. I'm hoping to do it, when I do some traveling. Maybe in August, my wife and I will be doing some traveling. If her eye gets better, we'll be doing some camping either in Arkansas or New Mexico, Colorado. We're not going to go very far. We had planned to go all the way to California this summer before the pandemic. Emphasis on the pan because it's pan our whole vacation, and that's not good. Currently in the United States of America, the great United States, the exceptional country, as a lot of politicians like to say, the exceptional country of the United States. We have 130,000 deaths. That's not good. Expect about 200,000 deaths before the year end. That's not good. Well, places like New Zealand are having pretty much it under control. Of course, they're a small island, small country, and there's a highly educated populace down there, and they know that, hey, we got to be social distanced, and we all got to have ourselves checked. And they did that, and now they have pretty much zero. The only way they're going to have issues is somebody comes from some other country, sneaks in by canoe, or sneaks in with a private aircraft or balloon, who knows what, and they come to the country and they're infected. That's not good. In the United States, it's totally out of control. Why? There's a very specific reason why it's out of control in the United States. It's because our leadership does not know how to lead. Our leadership does not know how to lead. They make excuses. Only when people are dying left and right, they say, maybe we should put a mask on. Maybe. But it's up to you. A local, I think it's Tarrant County. They made it mandatory now for this week, the week of the 30th of June. And tomorrow's going to be July 1st. They made it mandatory to wear masks, except where? Guess where you don't have to wear a mask? Just take one guess. In church, at your synagogue, at your parish, at your, temple, at your mosque. You can just hug, kiss, spray all kinds of germs. That's crazy. The rules should apply for everybody. Somebody goes to church, gets sick, come back, and you get sick. That's not good. Okay, so let's talk about something else. I'm going to talk about something positive. RV sales are reaching records. I was watching this one video. One dealership had like an original record, under 200 RVs during a week. And this week they had close to 250. That's breaking. That's shattering their record. And but they're saying they're apologizing. Of course, they're willing to sell you this stuff. But service, they're having a lot of issues at this time. The service, they say, is suffering because we're too busy selling stuff. When we're selling stuff, that's what we do. We sell. Service, that's on the back burner. So they're making a lot of excuses. Plenty of excuses. If you're going to sell something and there's a problem, they shouldn't have to wait 3, 4, 5, 6 months to get service. Seriously. You should have inventory. You should have a little some of the major parts that go wrong. You should have some inventory. But no, every time something breaks at an RV dealership, they call up the manufacturer and say, can you send us that part over? And all the while your RV's sitting there collecting dust. And during normal times, it might take a week, a few days. But now it's taking months for people to get parts. People, at the start of the pandemic, dropped off their RV to get service. And they're still waiting months and months and months later. And one person from this one dealership in Michigan was apologizing. I apologize for the problems in service. Well, you're not apologizing for your sales. You're just apologizing for service. You should have good service, period. You should have some inventory. There should be some warehouses for these manufacturers. They just like, ordering stuff. They order, a part for $500, and they mark it up to $1,000, and they install it, and they charge you $150 an hour to install it, and and it's $1,500, and they call it good. Okay, that's how RV dealerships operate. A lot of them. I'm being very vague, but I've walked into dealerships and I've seen the sign that says we charge $135, $145 an hour for service. And of course, any product they're going to install, they're going to mark it up. The markup might be not just a little bit, it might be quite a bit. So they'll order something, and hopefully, eventually, you'll get it. You'll just have to wait. That's their philosophy. You just wait. We got your RV. Where are you going to go? We got it here. We have, it's sitting here. You're not going to do anything because it's, it doesn't work. So you're going to wait the week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, 3 months. 4 months? Is that possible? 4 months to wait to get something to fix? It'd be interesting to find out. Some manufacturers, some RV dealerships are pretty bad. Are pretty bad. There's these pop-up RV dealerships at the in the desert over there, but where they have in Quartzsite, Arizona. I see all these pop-up dealerships, and I'm going to you buy it from them, but where are you going to have it serviced? That's that's an issue for a lot of people. I like to, because typically, they don't build these things like the Taj Mahal. It's not going to last for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. Okay, so it's designed as a cheap depreciating asset, and it's only supposed to last 5 years, 10 years maybe, and a few months before it starts, falling apart. I'm being honest with you. A depreciating asset, again, it's just a box with a couple, wheels on the bottom. You're dragging around. I'm talking about travel trailers, and stories galore. So you got to be a DIYer. You got to be able to fix that RV and work on it. So I have live chat. I don't expect anybody to chat because I'm a little bit late because I had to help my wife in the other room. She dared to ask me to help her, especially in her condition. I apologize. So a lot of dealerships are saying we only have a modest amount of inventory right now. It's a sad state of affairs. They usually carry 150. They're down to their last, 30, 40 RVs in inventory. And, you better call to get those quick because they're going to sell fast. We have something in stock. It comes in and somebody sees it, buys it, and you call it, could I buy that? Yeah, we still have it in stock. Oh, it's gone. So they're trying to say that these things are incredibly valuable right now. If you're in the market for an RV right now, travel trailer, ABC, toy hauler, pop-up, truck camper, whatever you're going to buy, I'd wait till next year. Right now, it's unless you like paying. Seriously, I'm not exaggerating. Typically, the markup on these items is 35%, on average. Okay, that's typical markup for an RV. Okay, 35, 40%. Okay, unless you want to pay full freight. Maybe you're wealthy and you can say, hey, I'm going to buy something. I got a lot of money. I just want it now. We want to have fun right now, and I'm willing to pay the extra 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100,000 so I can have fun with my family. That's how it goes, during the COVID. They're price gouging right now for a lot of dealers. Some aren't. I see some dealerships that actually advertise, like in Florida and certain parts of Texas and California, and even in Michigan, sometimes they advertise these products. They say, we're going to give you 33, 35% off. That's good. So, they actually advertise that price. And if you can get it, if you go there quick enough, you can get it. But they might not have it in stock. And they say, hey, well, we can sell you this one. It's not discounted, by the way. This one over here is not discounted. But we did advertise that one for 30, 35%, 40% off. But we don't have it anymore. We sold it because why? Because it was such a good. It was very popular. The minute that guy produced the video and talked about it, or placed the the ad on on RV Trader, it sold. People have been calling all over the United States trying to find that one RV, that precious commodity. So. But they were saying it's a competitive market right now. It's a seller's market, just like in real estate, a seller's market. So I just be cautious about buying something right now and make sure, ask them, okay, I would like to put a deposit down for this item that you have 35% off. And okay, reputable dealership, I like to leave a deposit. And of course, they're not some Nigerian prince that's trying to sell you this. But actually call the dealership, and they're in the phone book, and they actually have a phone number, and you call them up and say, yeah, I would like to put a deposit down. How much deposit would you like to put down? Can I put down, 5%, just to, so I can look at it. And you're going to hold it to me. Yes, I'm going to hold it to you. Okay, thank you very much. Hopefully. They're not going to say, oh, somebody sold it from under me. I apologize. It's a crazy market. And make excuses. Excuses upon excuses upon excuses. Let's see what time I got. Oh, I got another 10 minutes to yammer on incessantly on this channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I would greatly appreciate it. These are my comments and my comments alone. These are my opinions and my opinions alone. And they're from experience. You know, just driving down the road here, they have one dealership has a sign that says, everything 25% off. Okay? I watch a video from a guy in Florida, this little chubby, rotund gentleman. Very nice person, very nice wife. They do these videos. And I think his name is Matt. He bounces around and does these videos. Doing very well with his videos, by the way. He has a great personality. So he always advertises. He always says, this one's 33% off. This one's 35% off. Okay, as long as it's still there when you go to buy it, it's actually a pretty good deal. And of course, a lot of the other dealerships that market their RVs don't even put the price down. They say go to the website and check it out. And then it should be very, it's a competitive market, but I don't think they should, some dealerships should be gouging people. They should, and saying that you can't get service. The minute you buy it, and or when you buy it, it's typically a lot of dealerships, when you buy it, they give you a tour of the vehicle for free, or sometimes they even charge you. That's not good. And they say, okay, this is this, that, this is how this works. That's how that does this and that, and this is how you change that or move that, and stuff like that. They give you all the info on the RV, but they don't necessarily tell you what's wrong with the RV. Sometimes you look behind a door and that panel is, the backer of that storage area is loose. That needs to be tightened, a screw placed in there. Or the refrigerator doesn't, in the refrigerator they say, yeah, it works, but it works okay, but doesn't work great, okay? Some of the other parts of it are not up to snuff, and you say, I would like these fixed. Oh yeah, you can leave it here and pick it up. Right now we're having problems with service. We're inundated with service, and we have 20 sales staff and 2 people doing service. I apologize. So, if you would like it serviced, you can bring it back in about 3 months, and we'll see if we can get you in, or you can leave it right here, and we can try to order the part. But again, we're inundated. We're just overwhelmed. We hired some people, and they didn't work out, and those people, they're all newbies, and it's a horrible time for us. It's a tough time during this COVID. When I was growing up back in the 70s, going to college, early 70s and stuff, I was an auto salesman. I sold Porsche and Mercedes in Silicon Valley. Okay? The people I worked were pretty much the lowest slime. There's slime and there's something below slime. There's some super slime. People selling stuff can be very, very crooked and rationalize their behavior. I remember I sold this one Mercedes to this lady, a used Mercedes, and then the dealer said, hey, we're going to bring out one that's even better looking, but it has some problems with it. We're going to try to change it and get her to buy it. Just get her in the car and bring her over here. And as I went into the car, I told the lady, this is what they're going to do. Don't listen to them. I couldn't help but be honest, okay? These people were crooks, okay? And I worked for crooks, and after a while I said, I'm not going to work for these crooks anymore. They're just not very nice people. And some dealerships can rationalize their negative, very negative behaviors. They could say, they'll sell you something. They know that something needs to be fixed, but they give you the quick tour, call it good, hey, we're really busy. I only can do a 20 minutes worth of tour. Maybe I can't even do it today. Just bring it back. We'll do a tour one of these days, okay? So people in the RV business, just like in the auto business, can make a lot of excuses and rationalize their behavior. Let me see what time I got here. Hey, I got 5 more minutes for my show. Hope you're liking the show. These are my opinions and my opinions alone. They're just my opinions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you have the time. And please leave your kind and super friendly comments below the description. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I really appreciate looking at comments, especially people that give me positive comments. They say, Jesus, You could have been nicer about those RV dealerships. You could have been nicer about those car dealerships. They're the sweetest people in the universe. They only got your best interest at heart. They're just genuinely, nice people. From God to them to you. They're like an intermediary. God talks to them and they talk to you. And that's how it works. RV dealerships, car dealerships, real estate agents, anybody who's selling stuff, they're just genuinely only have your best interest at heart. Especially these high ticket items. If you're buying a 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, $1 million RV, these people aren't wearing those shiny shoes and, $5,000 suits for no reason at all, especially at the high-end dealerships. The regular dealerships, they just got the beer-belly guy with the, like me, with the polo shirts and the khakis, But the the high-ticket items, those people are doing pretty good. I worked at a Mercedes, again, Porsche dealership, We had to dress really, really, really nice. And, we had a very high-end clientele in Silicon Valley. Okay, that's how it is. So I'm having a great time here talking to you. Hope you're having a great time. Again, it's 100+ degrees. And I had to turn off the air conditioning for the... let me turn on my little fan. Did I have my little fan? Let me turn it on for right now. Get a little coolness. I'm trying to get a little hot. I might have a little fan behind me. Let me see. Where is it? Right there. I'll move it so you can't see it too much. Right behind me. And now I'm hiding it. Now you don't know I have a fan on unless you hear it through the mic. Hot. It's muy caliente in this room. Super, super hot. So again, what I was talking about is RV sales records. A lot of places are selling a lot of RVs and they're running low on inventory. And they're saying, hey, if you want this one, you better come in quick. And, it's here right now, but not, won't be here in about 5 minutes. And after you come in, they go, hey, it's sold. But we can sell you this one. And they make excuses upon excuses, and their servicing right now is absolutely F-, okay? And they're going to make excuses, they're going to apologize, but they should hire more staff. Seriously, they should hire more staff, to take care of it. And, if you can't service it, don't sell it. Okay? But, salesmen will say, hey, I don't care. I don't want to sell stuff right now. I got to make some money. I got to pay the bills. I got, a baby on the way. I got to, diapers aren't cheap, And the wife ain't cheap either. So, hope you're doing good. I'm over here in Fort Worth, Texas, and this is my channel, RV and Travel Adventures. Right over there are some of my channels. Jesus Manuel Mena Garza is my original channel. I started about 10 years ago. And then the next one right now is JMM Garza Photo and Video. That one is super popular, relatively speaking. It doesn't have millions and millions of subscribers, but it has 2,400, which is not too bad for a channel that's only been around for a few years. And then I recently started this channel, RV and Travel Adventures. It's basically my new RV and Travel Adventures. A lot of the stuff that I used to do for JMM Garza, now I'm putting over here. So just moving stuff over and I'm hoping to do some RV reviews and travel adventures soon. Probably not for another year. Maybe this summer. Maybe by the end of summer, my wife and I will go somewhere. Maybe Arkansas or New Mexico, Colorado. For at least a week, just to check it out. Just to go out camping. I miss it. I miss it terribly. Terribly, terribly, terribly. And finally, last but not least, is my normal life, question mark. Boink. That's where I do my rants. I rant all the time anyway because I'm sequestered. I'm starting to go stir crazy. Sad but true. So I do my rants on that channel, and I also talk about lawnmowers and odds and ends. I have some very popular lawnmower reviews on that channel. If you have a chance, check out all these channels. I'd appreciate it. Again, this has been Jesus Manuel Mena Garza, just giving you some friendly advice. You can take it with a grain of salt. Watch some YouTube videos. Check out these guys. See what they're up to. Some are nicer than others. Make sure they actually have the product in inventory before you drop in. And maybe you can leave a deposit at some, dealership that you actually know is actually there. These like at Explore USA, RV Supercenter, they're there, or like VOT RV, they're actually there. They would probably take a deposit, or Western Campers, they would take a deposit. They've been there for decades. Okay, so I would recommend you can do it. But if you're Bob and Hell's fly-by-night RVs, I wouldn't leave a deposit. Okay, a word of advice, just a small word of advice from this nearly 70-year-old fart from Fort Worth, Texas. I've had experiences. I've sold a lot of stuff. I've worked in retail. I've worked in auto sales. I've worked in home sales even for a period. I have a real estate license for what that's worth. I enjoyed doing that, but then I had to move to Texas, and I stopped being I had 3 jobs in California, and this one of them was working as a real estate agent. So from Fort Worth, Texas, this has been Jesus Manuel Mena Garza. Gracias. Adios. Bye-bye.